face that's graced more than 500 magazine covers. Ooh. The first to land 3 consecutive Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue covers, and then to return to the cover bikini ready in her 60s. Please welcome Christy Brinkley. You just celebrated 64. Pretty awesome. What are some of your top tips? Because you really have, I don't even want to use the word age, because you really haven't aged. And clearly there are things that you're doing in your life as well to so gracefully move through life.
Oh, well, thank you very much. First of all, I mean, I do think that a huge part of aging is your attitude. And I really think it's really important to stay positive and, you know, eat right, exercise, have an attitude of gratitude. That the way that you project yourself to a room can be either aging or can be very youthful. I think all of that matters. And then the choices that I've made, whether it's to be a vegetarian or whether it's to do all therapy, I have always protected my face from the sun. Like my mom was really big, starting with zinc oxide.
Smart.
I thought, I'm going to have a very youthful nose because she only put it on the nose.
How early did you start? Just curious, like with your skin regimen.
I always remember being a little kid with the white zinc oxide on the nose. And then I was a big hat person. When I do all my modeling assignments, I would go to the straw markets in the different countries where I'd buy a big floppy straw hat and have my hat on. I remember when I was pregnant with Alexa, I think I was really, that was when I was really extra cautious because I didn't want to get melasma on my face.
That's massive
and
pregnancy.
Really, you know, have never gone a day without sunblock on my face.
Time for you all to take a little pop quiz. True or false? 90% of aging is due to genetic makeup. Dr. Ordon?
I know the answer. How about you out there? What do you think? True? You're wrong. It's false. In fact, it really is 50-50. Now, I always tell people, take a look at mom and pops and grandpa. That gives you an idea of how you're going to age. It does determine 50% of it. Genes do control things like how much your face is going to fall, sagging, discoloration, lines, that kind of thing. But the other 50% is related to lifestyle. And you know what I'm talking about: smoking, drinking, sun exposure, not protecting your skin from the elements out there, diet, exercise, and how you take care of your skin. All of those play an equal role. So you do have
and I think that is liberating, because a lot of people say, oh, you know, nothing that I do matters. It's all about my genetics.
Yeah.
And it does matter.
In fact, they did a study looking at twins. Looking at identical twins is the best way to determine if something really a valid factor. In this study, they looked specifically at smoking, and the twin that smoked visibly aged. I mean, for 10 years of smoking, it adds an extra 2.5 years.
Wow.
I mean, look at that.
That is a huge difference. And that is
Wow.
the exact same genetic makeup. So I think that's a really important takeaway.
You keep your immune system 30 years younger, guess what? Cycling. Researchers from the University of Birmingham in England carried out tests on 125 amateur cyclists between the ages of 55 and 79 years old. They compared the group to healthy adults who did not exercise regularly and found cyclists had immune function as good as people who were 30 years younger.
Wow.
I heard this and go, boy, I'm getting on that bike today.
Yeah.
You know, more things came out of this study. The study also showed people who cycled regularly did not have loss of muscle mass and strength. The cyclists didn't increase their body fat or cholesterol levels with age, and testosterone levels remain the same in men. So
yeah, It's actually a great aerobic workout. It builds muscle mass. It increases bone density.
Yes.
So it's definitely a good way to switch it up when you do cardio.
And so easy to do.
And according to one study, cycling decreased the rate of death by 40%. That's a lot.
I'm getting on my bike tonight.
What is the fountain of youth if you're a woman?
Love.
Water. A lot of great. Okay. Maybe there are many fountains of youth, but in a new study, it shows that it's not expensive face creams, it's not anti-aging lotions. We're out of time. Thank you so much. Fruits and veggies! I talked earlier about how focusing on a vegetarian diet is great for your longevity. Researchers found that ladies who eat a diet rich in fresh fruit, how good does that fruit bowl look?
It looks really good.
Vegetables have fewer wrinkles on their faces when they pass the age of 50 than women who had an unhealthy diet. Researchers in this particular study, it's in the UK, quizzed 2,700 men and women aged over 50 on their eating habits. Each one underwent a 3D face scan, so it was a legit face scan to measure the number of wrinkles on their faces. The women who had the highest intake of these types of foods had the fewest wrinkles. The only wrinkle in this, boys, Drew.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
For men, it didn't make any difference.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous.
Sorry, guys.
Sexist fruit.
I love this topic. It's skincare from within. We know the biggest things you can do for your skin is obviously protect yourself from the elements, especially UV rays. But what you eat, your diet, hydration, water, getting sleep are all equally as important, and there's nothing better for you than fruit, veggies for your skin health.
These little blue pills may not make my skin look better, but they sometimes make something else work pretty well.
There you go.
I am in. As the old saying goes, you are as young as you feel, and according to a new study, there's actually truth behind that expression. New research found people who feel younger than they are have fewer signs of aging in their brain compared to those who feel older. So researchers at Seoul National University in South Korea, they gave a group of people aged 59 to 84 MRI scans. They found that those who said they felt younger had more gray matter in their brains. The gray matter is that area that helps you think. They had better memory in their tests. It's brilliant to be able to actually show tangible evidence that thinking and feeling younger keeps you young. Did you know there's an anti-aging tool right in your pantry? Believe it or not, Sesame Oil may help slow down the hands of time. It has an antioxidant called Sesame Oil that may prevent skin cells from oxidation, can improve skin rejuvenation. There have even been studies confirming that it can help neutralize free radical damage to your skin. And I love natural remedies. Have you ever used this on your skin, docs?
Actually,
I did last night inadvertently when I was doing a little stir fry, and the sesame oil, instead of helping my skin, I think I got a little burn, but it is good stuff.
With all skincare products, I learned this from you two. Test on a small area first to make sure you don't have a reaction. Boy, I think I've learned something, and that is that there are a lot of really good oils, not just to eat, but to put on your skin.
Yeah, and I think the really cool thing is now we're actually catching up in terms of data, because many of things were home remedies. People talked about them. They were passed down in families. But now there are really lovely, elegant scientific studies that are looking at the antioxidant properties specifically of sesame oil and how well it quenches that free radical damage that occurs from UV. So this one actually has some good science behind it. But as you said, always patch test it because it's a natural product.
I smell like stir fry right now.
Yeah. And make sure it doesn't break you out.
I'm just glad that Dr. Batra, you brought our show back to a more refined element. I love it. My favorite phrase you ever use is when you say there was an elegant study done. I love that. An elegant study done.
Meaning something that's actually got randomized control.
Yes, and it's a wonderful.
It's saying that too, or is it kind of too?
No, it's better when Dr. Batra says it. I'm just being honest. But personally, I would not put this on before a big date night because
some of these have a natural sense.
It's got, yeah, I mean.
You smell like stir fry now.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's different, but hey, it's good for my skin.
Yeah.
Yep.